Bro, do you ever open up your phone during a deep work task, even though you should be locked in on your work, and you end up checking your messages and then you're scrolling on YouTube Shorts all of a sudden? Do you ever eat a healthy meal after you had a hard training session with chicken and rice, but then you crave a little bit of added sugar, so you go in the pantry and you eat the high sugar cereal or the chocolate bar or the cookie? But you know you wanted abs, you know you wanted to build your business to the next income level, but you still choose to do the thing that feels better in the moment. If you're like this, I'm going to change your mind and your life right now in this video. If you watch this video fully, my promise is you're going to start craving doing the right things. You'll stop self-sabotaging, and hard, sucky things will become effortless for you. That's my promise in this video. Because I was in your position, bro. I was the kid in high school that would order a venti chocolate frappuccino from Starbucks with God knows how much added sugar. Play Minecraft for hours, avoid my homework because it felt like effort. To someone now that built a business in 6 months to 10K per month at 19 years old, to someone who craves working hard and training to failure and has a physique that I'm proud of. I want to give you the mindset that's going to transform that. And it starts by plotting your happiness versus time. You see, right now, you have a happiness baseline. Right now, your dopamine levels are set right now. And whenever you do an activity like sleeping in, scrolling on Instagram instead of doing your deep work, eating the junk food instead of the healthy food, you get a dopamine spike. There's no doubt about it. You will feel better watching Netflix than reading a book in the actual activity. But then shortly after that instant gratification activity, your dopamine and happiness levels decrease to lower than your current baseline, and it constantly repeats throughout your day. You then, sleep later and wake up later. It feels nice to be in your bed, but then, and your dopamine increases, but then it crashes down to below baseline. When you start scrolling mindlessly on Instagram, in the moment it feels good, you get another spike, but then it decreases below baseline. And then your happiness levels, your fulfillment, your confidence in yourself is so low that it's so hard to do the right things, such as waking up early, doing deep work, not eating the sugary junk food after your meal. Those things become so hard because your baseline is so low. Whereas let's flip it, okay? When you flip the actual actions, you go from instant pleasure activities to hard things that suck in the moment. Your baseline will decrease when you do the activity. When you wake up at 5 a.m., your dopamine, your happiness will decrease because it's hard, it sucks. But then it will increase right afterwards to a higher baseline. This is how you enter a state where you're constantly, in flow, confident, happy, doing the right things because you did things that sucked, that decreased your dopamine in the moment, but actually increased your dopamine afterwards to a higher baseline. Again, this is with meditation. When you meditate, it's hard. Bro, scrolling and watching Netflix is so much easier than meditating in the moment. It feels better in the moment to scroll. That's why you get the dopamine spike. When you meditate, your dopamine decreases because it's hard. But then right after, the beauty of that activity is that your your dopamine and your happiness goes to a higher baseline. And this just keeps compounding. The more you do the hard things that suck in the moment that are good for your goals, you get a dopamine crash in it. It decreases, but then shortly afterwards, you have a higher elevated baseline of happiness and dopamine. And once you do this continuously, this is how you see people like Goggins that keep doing harder and harder things. They've done hard things in the beginning, they've elevated their state right after, and then they're able to do even harder things. What do you think that's going to do for your life, bro? When you're able to totally skip out on eating junk food, is that going to help you get abs? 100%. When you do 100% deep work, concentrated, no distraction, is that going to help you get to the next income goal in your business? 100%. So you need to start viewing hard things as things you need to do that are going to suck in the moment, but are going to increase your baseline and make you more capable, make you more skilled, more confident, more happy. Happiness is not the short term pleasure you get because it does increase it in the moment, but it is a myth, it's an illusion. Because right after it decreases your baseline to something even lower. And this is how you get into a rut, right? Once you do these bad activities that make you feel good in the moment, but they crash your dopamine levels and you start doing them even more and more and more, and you need a bigger spike. which leads to a bigger crash. And all of a sudden, you're in a rut. You don't know what to do. The first thing you can do that's going to get you out of this rut or whatever goal you want right now, pick an action that sucks right now. It could be making your bed, as small as that. That sucks in the moment, but will increase your baseline. It could literally be like making your bed. It could be cleaning your desk. This will instantly improve your mood. In the moment, it will suck, but we need to start leveling up this dopamine activity and baseline that you have, because right now it's super low. If you catch yourself scrolling and eating the junk food, this is your chance to take accountability. Raise your hand and say, my dopamine level is low right now. I do not do the hard work, especially when I don't feel like it. And in order to start becoming the person that does do hard work, even when I don't feel like it, I need to start doing the simplest hard thing right now. It could be dropping down right now to do 5 push ups, and your brain will tell you, I don't want to do that. Perfect. Good. Tell your brain, this sucks right now. So, this is going to be the dopamine withdrawal I need to spike it again. This is the hard work that I need that will feel sucky, that will decrease my happiness in the moment, but will raise my dopamine and happiness state so that I can continue doing hard things and feel happier and more fulfilled in life. This is your action to do that right now. What goal do you want right now? Do you want to make progress in your business? Do you want to make progress in your physique? Pick one action that's hard but you know is going to make improvements in it, and make it like set the bar low in the beginning, cuz right now your dopamine happiness level is so low. You can't go for the 5 a.m. wake up right now. Start small. Wake up a couple minutes earlier and tell yourself it's going to suck, but I'm still going to do it because afterwards my dopamine and my happiness is going to elevate and it's going to be easier to do the hard things. This is how you make doing hard things frictionless, and you actually start to enjoy it, because once you do the hard things enough, your happiness, your dopamine levels become so high that you start putting in the effort no matter what, and you go for harder things as well. You go for a harder workout where you have an extra set in there. You go for an extra deep work block where you're totally focused, and all these things lead to you getting to your goals faster. And this channel is all about getting you to build a business to 10K per month in college, because it's 100% possible in college. I want to see you win, my guy. If you want the actual hard things you need to be doing right now for building a business in college, because there's some specific things you need to be doing, right? If you just do hard things in general, that's not going to move the needle forward. You want to do the hard things that actually move the needle forward. And whatever stage you're in right now, there are specific actions you can take to make progress. If you want that, click the link below. I made a 10K per month college builder kit for you to plug and play the systems I use to get the 10K per month in 6 months. And also the exact actions that you need to be taking right now at your current stage. Whether you're at 0, 1K per month, 10K per month, I will give you what you need to focus on right now to get to the next level, to break through. Use this graph now to change the way you live. Next time you see the junk food in your pantry, the chocolate, just a side note, at my university after a final exam, my teachers would often like give the whole class a bunch of chocolate, like Kisses, um, Hershey's, all these different type of chocolate brands, right? Now you have the tool that you have equipped now to see that and realize that if I have that, it will feel good in the moment, but it's going to lower my baseline, and it's going to make it harder to eat the right things in the future. It's going to make it harder to actually wire my brain for success, and you choose not to do it. And afterwards, you actually feel a boost in happiness by not doing the easy thing. Same thing with your business. Next time you feel like scrolling and skipping your deep work task, or stopping it in the middle to open up your phone to check your messages, tell yourself, do you want your happiness baseline to be decreased? Because it will increase temporarily if you open up your phone and scroll. But just know that it's going to decrease your happiness for your future self to a lower state. Do you want that for yourself, or do you want it to increase? Do you want life to be easier? There is no difference between the guy who is a billionaire and the guy who's a drug addict, besides the fact that the billionaire craves delayed gratification and the junkie craves instant gratification. The billionaire does tasks that feel good on a 7-year time horizon. He's able to do things that suck and have that down like spike in his happiness for a long period of time to get a huge boost in his business. It's the same as, like, and it's the same as the drug addict or the dopamine addicted guy. He is seeking the same happiness, but he's just choosing to get the spike in the beginning first to then decrease his overall baseline. Which type of guy do you wanna be? Because you know what's gonna make you more fulfilled and happy in life. This applies to the micro actions you do, but also your business. Are you picking the quick money, rich scheme business like agency or e-commerce that you don't even care about? Because you get an initial spike in income. I won't lie, these business models will make you money. I am proof of that. I made $10,000 per month with an agency model. But then after that, you're going to experience a dip because you're going to get to that goal. You're going to realize that I didn't even enjoy doing this. I don't even enjoy the work. I don't enjoy the clients I'm with. I feel no excitement and purpose. Or are you going to do the hard thing right now, which is pick a business that aligns with you, that doesn't give you money right away, but then you build it slowly so that when you do pop off, which you will if you watch a channel like this and you have the right beliefs in the systems, when you do become successful within it, when you do make progress in it, your baseline is even higher. You're a more fulfilled entrepreneur. I can't wait to see you win, my guy. Click the link below for the 10K per month college builder kit. And I love you, bro. Peace out.